Yeah, it's the tree again, my tree, linden tree, and this is your astrologer Kira. But today we are not going to talk in such strict way about astrology. I wanted to make this video about the retrograde Mars because we will have retrograde Mars soon. But now you are going to see me. Yeah, I'm on the floor waiting for my partner for swording right now, and I'll have some ground exercises. And the ground is hard because we didn't have rain for days, and the rain will fall right now, so we'll have to hit on the hard ground and be showered with the rain, but we'll manage it. It doesn't matter. I wanted to talk about the concept of karma because I had some short conversation earlier this day with one guy about karma and karmic things, and I said, okay, it's the right time, it's the late time to talk about karma right now, and I hope you can hear me. I don't know. There is a race for children going on there, which is very good, and people who are taking care of their children are taking care of their children. I think I did the camera thing, it doesn't matter. So people who are caring for their children are getting them there to do some sports, and from time to time I have to look around because dog might come, any dog here, and he might try to hunt me or to play with me. It doesn't matter, so I have to check, is this recording one more time? Yes, it's recording. Okay, let's do the karma. And people from India or Asia will hate me for this very much because I'm playing with some concepts they are not used to. And for those people coming from India or Asia, they should know that I have my natal Rahu placed in the Mula Nakshatra and my moon placed in the Swati Nakshatra and my Saturn and Ketu placed in Ardra Nakshatra. So when I hit hard and I hit deep when it comes to those philosophy matters, and I'm not polite at all because this is my style, this is the Rudra style, Shiva style. But it doesn't matter for those who are coming from the Western culture. Karma is one very, very interesting thing because, as it is said, we are being born for many times. And for instance, I killed some guy in the past life, or I was a man and I had a woman and I treated my woman mean, and because of that, in some of the next lives or in this life particular, I will be born. And I will have to be killed by the other man, or annoyed, or I will have to suffer if this man doesn't want to kill me in reciprocity, then he won't kill me. His karma will go up on the spiritual level. I have my hair full of those things. It doesn't matter. But so he doesn't want to kill me, for instance. Then I will have to suffer from disease, inner emotional suffering, and so on. If I treated me and my wife or husband in the past life, then I will be born like that wife or husband in this life, and I will be treated very wrong, and I will have to suffer, and I will ask God, why am I suffering? Why am I suffering? What have I done? What have I done? But the Vedic astrologer will come and say, woman or man, you were a great sinner in some of your past lives, checking the dogs again, and you have to suffer now. But there is a hope in this system because if I hold my camera with this hand, I could be disrupting the lens here. But if I hold it with this hand, I could be distracting the recording button. So I am distracting the recording button. So I have to check once more. Yeah, I am recording still. Okay. So we have a hope in this karmic system because if we do some good things in this life, then the next karma which have been building right now in this life or which will be built in the future will be way better, and in several next lives when we are born, we will be born in good families, we will have good educations, and we will be spared of many troubles. And this is a great promise. Maybe I will do a special video about the gods and religion, because one of my great friends asked me. We had a conversation lasting for the 7.5 hours last Monday, and now is Saturday. And this young guy, he's my great friend. We love each other very much, and people cannot understand why we are together for so long. But this friendship is based on some good grounds, because we had to go through some very horrible situation together, and to protect each other and to protect each other's back, and we did that, and this was the bond between two of us. And because he's young, he asked me about some sort of the magic, energies, healings, and so on and so on. And when I started talking to him, we ended the conversation about the gods and the religion in general. Now he wants me to tell him what I know about that. So maybe I could do a video about half an hour, less than half an hour. He could be recording me, but we will see about it, because English is not our native language, so I'll have to talk my intro in English with him, but I'll have to check with him. If he's not into this idea, I won't do it. I will record it on my own. I hear this strange sound from my phone. Checking again if this is recording. Yes, it's recording. It's okay. So I've told you the basic of the karma, and when you go to the Vedic astrologer or any astrologer or anyone who is doing education, motivation, and tra-la-la in this world, karma is very easy concept to explain everything. If you are going through some serious sukha, then it's the karma, and please suffer, it's because of the karma, and you will do better with this and this. And Vedic astrologers are very prone to giving remedies for karma or karmic issues, and many people are asking, is my natal chart good? Is it good? Does it look good? Will my life be good? Will everything will be good? Oh, it won't be good. How can I protect myself? Please tell me how can I protect myself? And I say, man. And there is this huge industry with protective items, starting from mantras and tantras and yantras, and all sorts of stuff, like in feng shui or vastu shastra in Vedic tradition, because feng shui is the art of managing the space around you, and vastu shastra is the same but in Indian terms, and the rules are practically the same. So people in the West think they will change their lives if they change their chair here and their bed there and do that there and put the little golden frog there and the bells and the kettles and the blah blah. This is not it, and this is not the real feng shui, and this is not the real vastu shastra in this world. But many people are making great amount of money. Checking the dogs again, safety first, safety last, as my sensei told me a long time ago. So, and these are my babies here. We'll be doing some great stuff, and they're very heavy training swords. They're not metallic, but they're heavier than katanas. If you train with the two swords, the heaviest one, at the same time as the great Miyamoto Musashi told me many 100 years ago, then you will be skilled to do with any swords of any kind. So I'm doing his philosophy in this. He was the smartest when it comes to swording, and I have to rest my my hand here. And then so karma is very easy concept, and karma is something you can make a lot money doing with the karma stuff. And I remember I had this one girl 2 years ago. She wanted this guy, And I checked their charts and I saw that there's nothing happening there, nothing will happen, and he's not interested in her. But she wanted him badly and badly and badly and badly, and she was annoying me for 3 months, asking me to give her a mantra, not to pull her life out of this attachment, not to refocus, not to gain something new, not to open the new chapter in her life, but to bring him back. And I told her many times, this is the black magic, I'm not doing the black magic, and not doing the magic at all, and find another astrologer for this. But no, she wanted me to give her proper mantra so she could recite some series of words and he will come back to her. Yeah, and you just dream. And I was fighting with her, and then I realized, oh, you stupid woman, Kira, give her the mantra. And then I gave her the mantra, and then I got rid of her for all times. Why? I gave her perfect mantra. I gave her, uh, is this mosquito? I gave her Om Hrim, no, Om Brim Braum, no, no, sorry, I forgot. Om Brim Braum, Nana Namaha Sanana, Om Brim Braum, Nama Buddhaya, Namaha, something like that. I forgot it. Now people will nail me for this. Om Brim Braum Nava Buddhaya Swaha. It doesn't matter. Buddhaya or or Buddhan in my language or Buddha in any languages, this is for the awakened one, and this is a special mantra to invoke the planet Mercury. So basically I gave her a mantra which is singing, oh God, or universal energy or principle or anything, give me wisdom, give me intelligence, give me wisdom, give me intelligence. So when you're asking God for wisdom and intelligence with such a great passion, God will give you wisdom and intelligence. He won't bring you back this guy, but it will give you wisdom, and from the point of wisdom you will realize, oh, I shouldn't pursue this guy because I'm doing some bad to him and to me at the same time. So I checking, safety first, safety last. So I gave her this mantra and I got rid of her. I resolved this situation with a plain mind. But I wanted to tell you about my thinking about karma, because when I start to talk about this in the circle of the Vedic astrologers, they are so scared, they are so afraid, they are out of their mind. And this is why I have this Rahu in Mula and this Moon in Swati, because I am capable of zeroing into great depthness of this universe and this energy, and as any fool would do it, I'm doing it without a fear. So maybe you have heard the concept about the concept of the multiverse. We have this universe, you know what is this universe about, but we have many universes, and the Vedic tradition and Vedic knowledge is all with me in this idea. So we have this great system called the multiverse, or the God, or the unity, or the highest energy there is, call it as you want it, or the Shiva axis going up and down until eternity. And in all those universes there are many dimensions, not just four like in this one. And as you could say, you would have to know some concepts in quantum mechanics and quantum physics to understand completely this. But in this universe I'm here recording and lying, and in the other universe the dog is right now attacking me. In the third universe there is no me at all on this place right now. On the fourth universe, there are three giraffes and two hippopotamus playing here and eating this linden tree. In the fifth universe, this is the palm tree, and there is the sea below where the street is, and so on and so on. There are many possibilities, and they are all happening at the same time. At the same time, checking the camera again. Yeah, recording, and I'll have to be very fast. At the same time, God is dividing itself into many life forms. So God is me, God is this tree, God is that tree, God is this, and God is everything in every universe. And my ego is dividing me from this tree, because if I don't have ego, I won't be able to cross the street. As I said many times before, because people are mixing vanity with ego, and this is not the same. And in this universe, I think I'm separate from this tree and from me. And I wanted to tell you, with this together, there is this concept of Maya. Because we are living in the world of Maya, and so-called in Vedic religion, Maya means illusion. When you have one atom is made from electron, proton, and neutron. And when you dive deep into the main part of atom, into the neutron and proton, you will find that they are made of great energy, nothing stable, nothing material, and there is in the middle one tiny bit of particle of something. And when you enter into this particle, you will find great energy, but nothing, and tiny particle. So in basis, everything is just energy. This is just a great hologram we are living. There is nothing firm, there is nothing durable and lasting. Everything is energy, and we are like in the matrix. We are playing games in all universes at the same time, and we are just a picture or illusion of the God who is playing the game. Why am I saying this? Because I don't believe in concept of karma if I believe in the concept of the multiverse, because I'm not living my previous lives and I will not live my future lives. I live all my lives at the same time, because you will have to gain some knowledge about linear and non-linear time. You will have to learn something about physics and philosophy at the same time to be able to get this concept, because in one life I will die out of cancer. In the other life, I will die out of boredom. In one life, I will die because I'm fat. In the other life, I'm dying because I'm dying out of hunger. In one life, I'm male, in the other, I'm female. In one life, I'm evil, in the other, I'm good. And I am living all those lives all together because the God is playing the game. There is no place for fear, there is no place for doubt. And I came to this realization after I had three times in my life when I almost died. I was so close to death. I was very ill. I had some serious health issues, and doctors told me that I could never, ever repair some damages and deformities. I had deformed pericardium. This is the part of the heart which is protective part of the heart, as one of my troubles, not the greatest one, and I managed to repair it with qigongs and physical exercises and discipline and breathing. Breathing is the key of everything. So I'm telling you, so I was so sick, I was close to death, I was on the verge of crossing on the other side, and beside this, I was betrayed, I was left, I was alone. People in whom I put my greatest trust betrayed me. I was poor. People tried to cheat me for money. People were laughing at me because I was poor. people were laughing me because I was sick and my hands and face was covered with scars and wounds and I was bleeding and everything. People are playing all sorts of games and I learned through time not to judge them. And people were praising me when I gained money and looks and everything and this and I didn't care, and I also didn't care when people were laughing at me and trying to scare me and everything. Uh, in the end, now people will tell me, well, you cannot say this as astrologer to your clients. I know you cannot say this to some of the clients, but you can free some other clients, because I had this one example. I had many examples, but I had this one example of a female client who was waiting to get married, and I saw from her chart that she is going to long for a marriage and to be lonely and this, but when she get married she will enter into the real hell of her life. But this is her story for this life. So don't be afraid of the pain, don't be afraid of the suffering. If you are alive, you will have to bear some pain and some suffering, because there is no other way to learn about life than through exchanging the pain and the pleasure and this and this. I had such great teachers, mostly men, who were teaching me magnificent stuff, from great skills in fighting in business. Some of them had city uh, uh, skills, which is not natural, supernatural, unnatural, as they could levitate and levitate other people and use their energies in many very strange ways for the Western mind. And beside them, I had very mean and horrible teachers, and I learned so many things from mean and horrible teachers about human psychological manipulation and many things. So if you are prone to learning, you will learn from everything around you like a child, and you will say, okay, I won't do this and I won't do that, because I was on the edge of everything, but it never crossed my mind, oh, okay, I will now kill myself, or I will now do drugs, or I will now do this and this. I have this little bug crawling. It felt, no. I will, I'm checking, I'm not going to hurt this bug. And before rain starts, my inner ear is scratchy. So I will get the shower right now, but it doesn't matter. This video was very urgent. People will hate me for this concept of multiverse, which is denying karma. But it doesn't matter. There is nothing you should be afraid of, and the only protection you can have in this life is your education. This education doesn't have to do anything with the official schooling system. It's the education you are gaining, looking and watching very carefully people and events around you, and getting some conclusions, and reading stuff and reading stuff and reading stuff, coming from the successful and ancient sources, and some good great teachings. So I told you, read the books about psychology, philosophy and religion, many sources as you can, because this is the only thing which can direct you in the good direction. And beside this, discipline is greatly important. I have to stretch my legs right now, and I will do some rolls uh, because I'm lying too long on this ground. Dogs, no dogs. So this is it for today. There is no karma, there is no nothing. Gatte parasam gatte bodhi swaha. For those who don't know, this is the heart sutra or heart mantra, prashna paramita hridaya sutra, great Buddhistic sutra. There is nothing to be afraid of. Not demons, not uh, numbers, colors, teddy bears, lollipops, Yeah, you should be aware, afraid of the children. Because one of my great herbal teachers told us and she taught us many times when someone asks her, do you know something good for the headache? Because the way you are making your sentences is very important. People didn't ask her, do you know something for the curing of the headaches, but they asked her, do you know something which is good for the headaches? She said, of course I do, two children and one drum. And you'll get the headache just right away. So I have children beside me, and I will try not to hurt them if they approach to me. But life is about joy and pleasure, even through pain. And I will have pain right now, and I will be hurt, and I will be in bruises and some scratches all over me because the ground is hard, very hard. And we will fall and we will hit, and I will have to do rolls on this hard ground. But I won't mind because life is about pleasure and pain, and through discipline I won't be I won't let myself be exposed to the pleasure and pain if I don't see the purpose behind it. But if I see the purpose, because the purpose is to keep my body healthy and to keep me skilled in the martial arts, and this is the purpose of this pain and through this pleasure, and I will use it. So see the purpose in everything you do and see the deeper picture, and don't be annoyed and don't be scared by some non-important things, people, events, issues, or everything. Because when something bad happens to me, I don't say, oh, this is my karma, how can I protect myself from doing this in the future again? No, no, no. I said, okay, this happened, what have I learned from this event? And that's it, there's nothing more. So